Hey guys, you're welcome back. So this is the weekend recap. This is Saturday. So if you are just joining us, I made this channel in order to review my trading journey and talk about all the analysis I do, my strategies on both my TikTok and my Instagram page. You can find that in the description below. So right now we are still on the same page as we were last week, which is $2,555 on our balance and the equity. So all the trades we took, it was to no avail. So it didn't trigger, but we haven't the trade set up correctly. So that was our challenge last week. So right now we're still going to look at the gold on what we talked about on Friday. This is the gold trade. So I was hoping gold is going to pull back down here and make another move back up, which is it's already swept this liquidity around here. So now we are going to be heading back up after the failure of this fair value gap right here. If you go down to the 5-minute time frame, you can see the other block here. That was when my entry was placed. This is the other block, and I'm still waiting for the price to get into the zone and then move back up, a big push back up. So we also look at Bitcoin, and we're noticing that Bitcoin has been moving up without even hitting our entry zone. So the last time Bitcoin tried to trigger me in, it hit my stop loss and I never knew. I thought I had the trade closed already because you already had my take profit zone, which was around this spot. So I had another sell, I had another buy order around here. So this was my previous buy pending order. It was around here, so it just came out, took me out, and that was it, just swept liquidity. So during my research, I was looking at why price had to come down to this point. What's really happened? Because that was how we play out. So now let's take this our horizontal line down to this part, and we're looking at the previous chart. What's really happened? Why price came down to that point? Please be attentive and always come back here every weekend. We'll be posting our videos on whatever we do during the week and looking at our explanation and why price had to go against us, or why price had to go in profit, or whatever that might have happened during the course of the week's trading event. Alright, so this is it now. This was where price came to tap again. If you look closely, you can see the fair value gap right above the line, which is from here to here. The displacement, this is the displacement, and they came back down. You know, the fair value gap was not yet educated, so price came to fill it up. And if you look closely around this point, we can still see another fair value gap around this point. So maybe in future, anytime price can still decide to fall back down to do the same thing it did here. So who knows? We just have to keep being conscious of these things. So, but when we took our trade, we were only seeing a very value gap on the last position, which is on the last liquidity before we took our trade. Let me go back to the 30 minutes so that it can be easy to spot. So now you can see on the 30 minutes time frame, you can see price came here to touch the order block, because this is an order block on the 30 minutes time frame. Price came to tap it also. So this was where our buy position, where we held our buy pending order around this zone here, hoping that since price swept liquidity, this is liquidity, this is buy side liquidity, since price swept it, price will just only come back, tap us in, and then move. But this was what happened. Price only came half of it. Price did not tap us in and kept going up. So we could not get this entry, and I asked we close the trade before looking for other entries on gold. But as it was, I failed to close mine, which is on my real account, and this happened. price tapped me in and swept me out just before I could wake up and know what was happening. So now what are we going to look at now? We're looking at the future plans right now. Price has done what he wants to do right here, which is sweeping, taking out this liquidity. If you look at 4-hour time frame, we know that price is still on a bullish run, which is having the uptrend right now. So price swept this liquidity right here with this long push to the downside, take out this liquidity, and now we are having another pullback right now. So that pullback, I'm just hoping price is going to be around this zone, because there's another block here. If you look, there's a consolidation at this point. So I'm just feeling price is going to tap around this zone and then continue its movement back up. So that is my take for next week. But I don't trade on Mondays. So but even if I should trade on Monday, which I don't, even if I should trade on Monday, I should just keep holding my trade around this point. But why I won't trade here is because if I should go long here, meaning my stop loss has to be down around this place, which is too long. So right now I can only choose to put my stop loss here, which I'm not quite sure of. I'm not quite sure about this zone, but I can place it here just at this point, and target the last liquidity, which is here. So I'm having 1:2, almost 1:3. So that is it. So right now what we are doing is that we want to know how far we can grow that account, which is my equity edge. You can look at the dashboard. Want to know how far we can grow this account, and at the end of the day I'll be splitting 30% to my top fans on TikTok, the Instagram, and also here on YouTube. So you have to stay cool, you have to put in your effort. Anything I do, you can also do the same. You can copy trading. I always post trading on my story on Instagram and TikTok, like I said, and thereafter I'll make a video analyzing my trade and how and why I took the trade. So I don't just come out, place trade, and that is it. No, I make a video every day from Tuesday down to Friday. So that's how I do it. So I hope you guys have a nice weekend, and thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.